So let's start seated. We're going to start with our opening, which is one that helps us to come into a higher awareness. So before we start breathing, before we start our chant, we always allow our attention to shift into this exact moment, one that is free of the past and free of the future. So let's close our eyes, maybe move the shoulders a little, just to loosen things. Eventually take the shoulders back and down. Soften the face. Relax the forehead. Relax the eyes. Soften the jaw. And lift the chest slightly. Pull the sternum in just a little bit to help feel that vertical nature of the spine. And let's start by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and releasing out through the mouth. Then just watch the breath. Feel the breath move through the body. As you're feeling that breath move through the body, see if you can relax the shoulders, relax the upper back, mid-back, lower back. Soften the crown of the head, and relax the eyes. Again, soften the face. Part of all the social engagements that we may have had require all sorts of social cues that we give through the face. So all the nonverbal behavior and facial expressions, they can all relax now. We don't have to express anything. Right now we're just focusing our attention on existing, on watching the body exist. The body, its existence is intertwined with ours, but it is kind of separate from our inner existence. So just watching that outer expression of life through the body, and seeing if you can relax the face, relax the shoulders. And then let's relax the rest of the body. So you can let the trunk soften, the legs soften, from the hips down to the feet. And then we'll start to take some deeper breaths. This will prepare us for the practice and also prepare us for chanting if we're going to be chanting. So taking a nice deep breath in and engaging the belly, the rib cage, and then the chest. And then releasing from the chest, the rib cage, and the belly. Continue like this. And then we'll shift into Shiva mantra, bringing palms together. Om. I bow to the presence of the divine within, our true and highest teacher, that lives in and around us as being, consciousness, and bliss. It is ever present and radiates peace, lighting the way to transformation. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So we're going to start in seated as we've been. Eventually we'll be reclining, but let's start with bound angle posture, Baddha Konasana. So props are going to be useful here and when we're lying down. Oops. So we're going to be in seated. We're going to put the soles of the feet together and then release the head down and roll the spine down. I'm glad this wire is so long and it's useful. So you may sit on something to elevate the hips, especially if you're dealing with tightness in the hips and in the back. Soles of the feet together, head down, releasing in. And yeah, see what you can do so that you can relax. So, for example, I'm putting a bolster on my feet and then just letting my forehead rest on kind of like my wrist area. And just allowing the sensation in the spine to take up your awareness. Maybe a nice exhalation. So I want to practice something in particular that I've been working on myself through this practice. As you're letting go and letting the spine round and feeling the spaces within the spine. Let's focus on the body as its own entity, as its own existence, its own kind of consciousness. And just assure the body that everything is okay. We do a lot that the body isn't used to or wasn't really made for. And so all of the busyness and all of the, travel, that is not something these bodies initially were accustomed to in this lifetime or in the span of, human life forms existing on the planet. So just assure the body, let's assure the body and comfort the body and let it know that everything is okay, that right now we are simply letting ourselves experience the body and pay a lot of attention to it and give it as much assurance as we can that everything is okay. And the breath might be natural, or you might be taking deeper breaths. We'll be here just a little longer, so hopefully you've felt a little bit of an adjustment, a little bit of a progress in terms of feeling a sensation of letting go in the body occur. Next breath or two, focus on a very slow exhalation. And then we're going to start to come out of this, but let the head rise up last. From here we'll be finding reclining. And in reclining, we'll start off without anything underneath, but we may end up putting something underneath at some point, if not now, in a little bit. But once you're down, we'll bring the knees in and rock a little side to side. Maybe move the ankles. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet down. Let's keep the feet separated. And then you can have arms either behind you or out to the sides. Keep the footprints basically where they are, but then just let the knees fall to the right. You can turn the head gently. You might kind of rock the head a little bit, or you might just turn it to the left. And then we'll bring the feet back down and draw the knees over to the left. And then we'll just continue this in an exploratory way. So allowing some motion. And then shifting the knees from side to side. Maybe a nice deep breath here or there, or a consistent deep breath. But I'm personally looking for a feeling of effortlessness in the practice today. So really just allowing there to be a passive experience in some way or another. A few more side-to-side motions, giving yourself time to feel relaxation in between the movement. So once you settle the body in a position, let the body get very heavy. Let go of everything. Let go of the neck, the shoulders, the back, the hips. And then when you're ready, you can plant the feet back down, bring the right ankle. No rush, so if you're still there, one side or another, that's great. But then once you come to center, bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. And before we pull that left leg in, we're just going to draw the knee closer to the trunk and further from the trunk a few times. Just keeping the arms relaxed. Again, we aren't pushing the body to do anything today. We're just allowing it to, shift and engage slightly and relax deeply. And then when you're ready, allow the knee to press away from the trunk. And we'll bring that left leg in. If you'd like, you don't have to. If that felt great, you can just stay as you were. Otherwise, you might hold the left leg, might move the ankles a little bit, help things loosen up. And then eventually just relax the ankles. And again, feeling the heaviness of the body. So even though parts of it are engaged, allowing the parts that don't need to be engaged, allowing them to really relax. We don't need much from the shoulders here. So let them be heavy. Let the neck relax so the head is heavy. Soften the jaw. Maybe your breath from the mouth, exhalation from the mouth. Then we're going to switch sides. So first, we're just relaxing. And we are taking the knee forward and back a few times. And then letting the knee rest away from the trunk. Soften the forehead. Relax the neck. Maybe pick up the right leg and hold the right leg with the hands, interlacing the fingers so you don't have to do much work there. Maybe moving the ankles. And then eventually relaxing the ankles. Another breath or two. And releasing. Can plant both of the feet. Let's go for a little bit of a longer twist this time. So keep the feet planted like we did before. Roll to the right edges, drop the knees, maybe turn the head to the left. So if you pull the pelvis in while you're in this position, you'll feel the left thigh stretch a little bit more. And what you could do is pull in and then relax and pull in. And we'll switch sides. Again, maybe a little bit of pulling in action. It's pretty subtle, but you'll feel it in the right thigh. And we'll plant the feet down. Bring the knees in, wrap the arms around them. And we're going to come back to feet planted and then grab a couple props. So maybe you're using blocks or blankets, blankets that can stack. We're going to take a gentle passive back bend. So lift the hips and put something underneath that's stable under the hips. So you might even just start, I think I'm just going to go with one block today, for now at least, and just see about maybe extending a leg and maybe extending the other and just see how that feels. And if it's too intense and you pull back, if you're not working with any props today and you want more of an active practice, you can just plant the feet and lift the hips, go into bridge, and you can take a few breaths and then relax and take another set. Otherwise, if we're in a more passive variation, just allowing the body, again, to feel that sense of restoration and heaviness, as if you were napping, but you are taking some gentle positions instead. We'll be here just a little bit more, so some nice deep breaths, making any adjustments along the way, maybe creating a higher support. Awareness of the sensations that the body is experiencing. Practicing simply existing and becoming aware of that existence. So if you had a prop underneath, you'll start to let it go. Gonna come back up to seated. So however you get there, maybe prop up with the elbows. Bring the soles of the feet like we did before together. Bring the soles of the feet together. Like I missed a word there. Maybe grab your prop. You may or may not need it the same way after we've done a few things. So then when you're ready, release the head down and allow yourself to let go. more nice deep breaths. All right, so we'll start to rise up. Extend the left leg forward, plant the right foot down. Let's go into a little bit of twisting action. So first let's grab a hold of the left leg. So we're just going to hold it. Right hand behind, fingers face back. Turn over to the right. Take a nice deep breath. And then we're going to come to center and switch twisting to the left. So you can bring right hand to right ankle, left hand behind, twisting over to the left. Nice deep breath in and out. And then come back to center. And continue to take just gentle twisting motion from one side over to the other side. There's no hurry. Go nice and slow. So as you're twisting, you're getting sensations in the back muscles and the spine, but also in the arms. So as we're holding the leg, we're feeling different things in the shoulders, upper back, arms. And then we'll come back to center after you've twisted over to the left. Just take this right leg in and give it a nice big hug. Maybe some rocking side to side. And eventually you can still the body and just focus on pulling the leg in. And then let's bring the right knee down. Get nice and tall, take the arms up, flex the left toes, and bring the hands somewhere to the leg. Just about 5 breaths in this fold. You can change it so that it's more passive or less, intense. You can bend that left knee, you can round the back. Relax the right leg, let it become heavy. And then we'll rise and switch legs, first starting with our twists. So our right leg forward, left foot closer in, but not too close quite yet. Then we'll hold that left leg with the right hand behind. Turn to the left. Nice deep breath in and out. And then when you're ready, switching over to the right, left hand holding left ankle. And then continuing. You can go that slow, or you're taking a breath after a twist, or you can go a little faster. But either way, there's no hurry. Let the body know that it can totally take its time as you pay attention to it. So continuing like this a few more times. So the experience of the body can be, and this has been my experience last, I don't know, some period of time, where the body itself is its own being, its own existence, like I mentioned before in class and before today. So we're giving it as if it was a child, as if it was an animal, like a pet. We're giving it love and care and attention. So we aren't giving that to ourselves necessarily because we aren't the body. We're giving it to this physical life form that we inhabit as a soul. And so, as we give it attention and care, and we really become aware of the sensations within it, it itself appreciates that, just like a child or an animal would. Or adults also. We all love, some form of caring attention. So just continuing to give it that and allowing it to enjoy that, loving care. Once you come back to the center after you've gone to the right, we're going to bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. And then find your fold, whatever that is. Maybe it's a little bit more supportive with hands to blocks or bolster blankets instead of the leg. And then folding and relaxing in. And when you're ready, rise up. We're going to cross the ankles. And then let's come forward onto hands and knees and start to move through cat-cow. We've already done quite a lot with the spine, so hopefully you feel some good motion. And then let's come to, I think we'll come to standing on the knees today. I do want to take some lunging motions, but nothing crazy. So let's take the right knee or the right foot and draw it forward. And what we'll do is have hands to the right thigh, and just allowing yourself to lunge in. And then we're going to pull away from that and kind of straighten the leg, maybe all the way, maybe slightly, and then just lunge back in. So nice and easy, kind of working with stretching the hip flexors and contracting deeply and then relaxing a little bit. So just moving through. Eventually stay in the lunge. Keep the right forearm on the right thigh. Pick up the left arm. Find a side bend over to the right. Come back into the center, and then press away from that foot so you can bring the right knee down, shifting over to the left foot forward. Hands can rest on that left thigh, draw into that left knee. The right knee is far behind the hip, but then we pull back. So continue like this. And then we'll sink into that left knee. Keep left forearm to the thigh. Pick up the right arm and find a side bend over to the left. And we'll come to center, pull away, and bring both of the knees down. Let's rest in child's posture for a moment. Maybe separate the knees. If, we're cueing the body to rest, give it a prop. You don't need to go into the usual child's posture. Give it a different sensation today. Three more breaths. And then we'll come out of child's posture. I really want to stay close to the ground today, but I'm thinking that we go into one standing posture that's not intense at all. So let's rise up to table, and then what we can do is just kind of walk the hands towards the feet as we plant the feet down, and then fold into the legs. Let the head hang loose, so much so that the crown of the head is facing down and you're looking right through the legs. Keep the knees softly bent and start to unroll the spine. Make sure the shoulders are totally relaxed, the neck is totally relaxed until we slowly come up. So when we create tension, when tension isn't needed, then we have prolonged tension, and then we create issues in the body. So we're practicing on controlling where we put the tension. Okay, so now we're in standing. Let's roll the shoulders a little bit. Roll the shoulders the other way. And take the shoulders up, back, down. See if you'd like to take any movement with the head. But then we're going to be separating the feet a little bit wider than hip distance, not too wide. So big circles with the arms from standing. Let's take the right arm up, forward, upwards, and then start to take it back and turn the trunk, but keep the feet planted very firmly. As you turn to the right, turn the head to the right, and then, or back really. Then come back to center, lift that right arm all the way up, turning slightly as you look behind. Let's continue. So that was 2. I guess we'll take 5 total. After the 5th, I think we will reverse while we're on the right side. So once you come back, then begin to take the arm behind, upwards, forward. 4 more. After the final 1, we'll come back into center and then take a side bend over to the left. So left hand down, right arm up and over. We're going to take a side bend to the right. So come to center, right hand down the right leg, left arm up and over. Come to center, shoulders back and down. Pay attention to the right side of the body, right shoulder, right waist, shoulder blade area, right side of the neck. And then pay attention to the left side. Notice there's differences. Even in the side bend you took, there might have been differences based on the motion of the right arm that we were taking. So let's start with the left arm now. Take the left arm forward, up, behind as you turn to face back. 4 more. Eventually, once you've turned it a total of 5 times, then you're rotating the other way. I always forget how effective this one is until I do. It's very similar to the one that we've taken when we're on the side, lying down. Both of them are motions I learned in 2 different dance classes actually, but they're doing essentially the same thing. So once you've completed that, you'll take shoulders back and down, and then we'll take a side bend. So how did we do it before? We did it in the opposite direction, I think. I don't remember. Take the right arm up and over to the left. I think we would have went the other way first, but either way. And then we'll go the other way. So right arm down, left arm up and over. And we'll come to center. Take the shoulders back and down. So we're going to take hands behind, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulders back, open the chest, and then when you're ready, start to fold over the legs. The feet can stay where they are. If you want to separate the feet a little bit more, that's fine. Take a few deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, start to rise. And let the palms face forward, soft bend in the knees, draw the chin in slightly, relax the jaw. So we're very close to the end of the year, so I'm going to just take a moment to acknowledge the end of the year. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and exhale, release tension through the mouth. Softening the face. Feel the body relax even though it's standing. So this is what we all need to train ourselves to do, to be semi-active, active yet relaxed. And so while we're here, it's been a very difficult year for most of the people that I know, including myself. So we're going to simply stand here for a moment and really let yourself feel the firmness of your stance as you hear the sounds of the bowls, and you can relax any tension through the mouth, exhaling out. So releasing tension that has built up through all the challenges that we've faced this year. So breathing in. And releasing out. Couple more. Letting the body release the tension that it's experienced, often created by the mind and not by itself. And then we'll continue to move. Let's go back into seated position. Let's go right into seated. Let's start a little bit with the neck. Soon we're going to be reclining again, and we're going to rest, and then we'll have, we'll actually probably finish on time, but we'll have some guided relaxation today to help us a little bit more with the focus. So from seated, ankles crossed, let's start to move the head left and right a few times. Maybe hands fold into each other. If the body is feeling a little cold, let it start to get, snuggled up now. Give it the cues that it needs to relax. Once the head comes to the center, take it up and down a few times. Gentle motion. So if you're dealing with any sort of neck pain, obviously honor what feels right, what doesn't feel right. Once the head is centered, actually before we take our lifts, let's take some chin tucks. So chin forward and then chin in. Forward and in. A few of these. Once the chin is in about halfway here, so it's not all the way in, but slightly. We'll lift the right ear up. Soften the face, soften the jaw. If you relax the jaw, you'll notice how it's connected to the neck. You'll feel the shift. Come back to center, lift the left ear. And relax the jaw. And bring the head to center. Tilt left, right. Now bring the head up. Deep breath in. Exhale. Let the head go. Feel the weight of the head. Feel the back of the neck stretch. Must be raining out there. Let's bring the chin back to center. Cross the wrists, fingers to the base of the neck. Press right above the clavicle. And then lift the chin. Bring the head back to center as you maintain the pressure with the fingers. Deep breath in and out. And then we'll be picking the chin back up. And bring the head back to center. Deep breath in. Release the hands, let the head go. Head back to center. We're going to twist over to the right so you can tuck the heels under the legs and bring left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Get nice and tall and then turn. And we'll come to center. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind. Lift the heart, turn to the left. And come back to center. Shoulders roll a little bit. Maybe the head. We're going to be taking pigeon one more time, but you have the choice to take the variation with the knee forward and heart down, or recline like we started our practice with. So go ahead and do whatever feels right for the body. And once you're there, we will be here for maybe a nice solid minute, maybe a little longer. Let's see. a few more breaths. And since I don't know when everybody got into their variation, I'll leave it up to you when to switch. And then just simply hold the second side for just about as long as you were in the other. And you time that by the sensation, not by actual time. So a couple more breaths or so, whatever, is the right timing for you, though, obviously. And we'll just be going back into reclining, but we'll have props this time, so we can go into a heart-opening reclining position. So if you have blankets or blocks or anything like that, you can build yourself an incline. Another option is if you had a bolster or have a bolster or something like it, these ones are pretty high, so that you don't need them to be this high. But you would basically be able to rest your entire spine and head along them. And, but you can definitely recreate this on with blocks, blankets. So once you have found your reclining position, bring the soles of the feet together. Take the arms outwards, the palms upwards. So we're feeling here passive back bend. It really depends on the way you've built it, though. Because if it's a little bit more of a reclining situation, or like an incline, you'll have less of a extension in the spine. But we're not going to be here the whole resting period. We're going to start this way and allow the space, the rib cage, the lungs, the heart center, where so much energy is located. We're going to allow the space to open. We're going to allow prana to flow through freely. Feeling the breath moving through the body. Allowing the shoulders, the front of the shoulders, the chest to open, to receive. And we'll have our focus in the heart center on love and spreading love through the chest. Letting love flow through the arms, through the legs, through the entire trunk, the front and the back of the trunk, up through the neck, and through the head, the brain. Allowing the body to really feel that love and that care and that warmth. And the thankfulness of what it has been doing to support you all this time as you are, being busy or being engaged with others. Letting the body now feel that sensation of your attention, your care, and your thankfulness. Sinking into that for a couple more deep breaths, or gentle breaths, whatever feels right. And we're going to be releasing this in a moment, letting go of the props. So then we'll be finding a reclining position. Without the prop, so that we can, feel the back along the mat. You might take a simple spinal twist before you come into resting. So once we're resting and we have our arms alongside the body, the palms flipped up towards the sky, the feet towards the corners of the mat, toes pointing away from each other. And then we'll take a nice breath in through the nose and release through the mouth. Now, apart from motion, we will again continue to focus on this sensation of existing, just simply existing. So become aware of the right hand and watch the right hand simply exist, simply be. Bring your awareness up to the forearm. Become aware of the forearm. Now the right elbow, the upper arm, the right shoulder, right armpit, the right chest, right waist, right hip, right thigh, right knee, right calf, ankle, top of the foot, right heel, the sole of the foot. Now become aware of the left hand. Just watch the left hand exist. Then the left forearm, left elbow, left upper arm, left shoulder, left armpit, left chest, left waist, left hip, left thigh, the knee, calf, the ankle, the top of the foot, the heel of the foot, and the sole of the foot. Then become aware of the clavicle. Now the right rib cage and the left rib cage. Become aware of the belly. Now go a little further inwardly and just become aware of the organs in the belly. And shift upwards into the lungs, underneath the rib cage. And become aware of the breathing, watching the breathing through the lungs motion. And then shift up and go to the physical heart and sense the beating of the heart in the chest. Watch the heart exist. Take your awareness up into the throat. See if you can experience any pulsing there. Any sensation in the throat. And shift your awareness up into the jaw. Sense the jaw relaxing just by the presence of your awareness in the jaw. And move your awareness up into the face, the cheeks, the nose, the eyes, the forehead, the temples, the scalp. The ears, and then bring your awareness to the whole body, relaxing, the whole body resting, the whole body receiving your care and attention, your attentiveness, your acknowledgement of its existence. And then while the body is enjoying that, you can start to retreat your consciousness inwardly. And just focus on the existence of love. And let that spread through your physical existence, your emotional existence, your mental existence. Let love flow through all the parts of this physical manifestation of your consciousness as you rest. And feel the warmth of love fill your being. without changing anything. Bring your awareness back to the body, back to the breath. Begin to move the breath a little bit more than before, taking deeper breaths. And then moving fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. You can bring the knees in. Maybe rock over to the side. Pause there. And then everything that we practice today will continue to work on us. So the letting go of the year, letting go of any tensions that were accidentally created. We are releasing all of those. We're moving forward in a higher state of awareness and seeing the body as its own existence that we can turn our love and care and attention toward. So when you're ready, we'll take that with us as we rise up and come to seated. And use all the goodness that we've cultivated or that we've become aware of within ourselves to think of all beings and their own development and evolution. We'll bring the palms together. All of us being connected. This is a prayer for all. May all beings be established in the true self. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be fulfilled. May all beings be blessed. Sarvesham svastir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Om loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om shanti shanti shanti. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste.